Hi, everyone. I'm Julie Eshleman. I'm a researcher focused on disability and inclusion and assistive and accessible technologies. It's Friday, and it is peak register for fall conferences season right now. And honestly, it always does my head in completely. So today feels like the perfect time to talk about something that you may not know much about or have even heard of, and that is access fatigue. Access fatigue isn't just about physical or cognitive barriers to being in a space. It is the constant mental load of figuring out whether something is going to be actually accessible, like not just on paper, but in actual practice. So there's a fall conference that I love going to in DC. The content is great. The people are really energizing. But about every other year, I opt out of going completely. And it's not because I don't want to go, but because the prep can be completely overwhelming for me. Which airport should I fly into? That affects ground transportation arrangement and how long I'll need to recover from the travel. And which hotel should I pick? Do I stay at the main venue so that I have more connection opportunities with people, or somewhere quieter so that I won't burn out completely? And none of these are easy calls for me. And I have to make all of them and do all of that thinking before I have even registered to go to the conference to make sure I want to pay those big bucks and be there. And to be clear, this isn't a critique of the conference by any stretch. In fact, every year they've actually improved a lot. They add more accessibility info to the website, they add more food details and quiet space locations and layout maps and transportation recommendations. And those changes really reduce the guesswork for me. They help a lot. And they tell me that someone thought about people like me being in that space. And I think that that maybe is what access fatigue comes down to, trust. Like, can I trust this space to include me? Or am I going to have to spend this much energy, not just getting there, but also surviving actually being there? And it's not just about events. I think access fatigue shows up in everyday life too. Like when someone shares clear info ahead of time of a meeting, or they check in before making plans, that really lowers the mental load. And it kind of says, like, you don't have to work so hard to be here, Julie. um, and I think when we anticipate access needs and share those details up front, we're not just being nice. Like it's not just a courtesy, but we're removing a lot of friction and we're sending a really important message, which is you are welcome here. We've already made room for you. This is safe. Um, so anyway, because that is on my conference brain right now, I appreciate you being here and listening to it. Next time, I'm going to start talking a little bit more about assistive technology, which is my other kind of area of expertise and interest, and how it fits into different ways of understanding disability. So until then, please be thoughtful and be kind and keep making more space for more people. See you soon.